Hello and welcome back to my channel. So much for my upload schedule, but we're here. So essentially what I'm doing today is I'm going to go through all the fall 2021 animes and just basically give my thoughts on them and things. I've actually got inspired from this idea from the Anime Man and his channel from doing this video, but I just thought maybe I could put my say into it, and since he doesn't really watch anime anymore, I thought might as well give my thoughts. So I have it sorted by popularity, and I removed all the ongoing stuff, so like One Piece and whatever else is still like just left over from the seasons, they're all gone. So it's only like the new stuff or like the second seasons. So let's just start from the top. Jobless Reincarnation Part 2. So I actually enjoyed the first one of this a lot. Did I think it was the best anime of that season? I don't know. If that's the season I'm thinking of, that season was pretty stacked, and I know. Yeah, I think that was the season with like Attack on Titan and like Doctor Stone. Yeah, no, this one didn't compare. But it was good. It's essentially, there's no synopsis here, so I'll just give a brief explanation of it. So essentially, it's an isekai. It's like, people call it like the father of isekai. It's like the very first one to come up with the concept in like, and it's finally been adapted into an anime. And let me say, the animation in this anime, fucking peak. Like, this is some of the best animations I've ever seen. Not like in anime in general, but like from like a pretty new studio Bind. I don't think they met anything really else. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking this one out because I loved the first half of it. Well, loved is a strong word. I liked the first half of it. Okay, on to the next one. Demon Slayer, The District Arc. So, if you don't know what Demon Slayer is, you must be living under a rock because everyone knows what the fuck Demon Slayer is. It's the new season of Demon Slayer. Of course I'm gonna watch it. I think everyone's gonna watch this. I'm surprised this is not #1 in popularity, actually. I'm surprised Jobless Reincarnation is. I'm excited for this. I watched the movie, which just got me more hyped. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I think I, read somewhere that this is gonna cover the Mugen Train arc too. I'm not sure about that. You can put in the comments if I'm wrong. So Komi-sa can't communicate, aka this right here. Manga fans will not shut the fuck up about this. I swear. Everywhere you go, it's like you see this face everywhere, and they're like, why isn't she getting anime reputation? She's got one now, boys. So let me just read the synopsis real quick. A socially anxious high school student, Shoko Komi, greatest dream is to make some friends, but everyone at school mistakes her crippling socially anxiety for cool reserves, with the whole student body keeping its distance, and Komi unable to utter a single word. Friendship might be forever beyond her reach. Source Viz. So essentially, this girl, she's really nervous and things, but everyone just sees her as like a really cool, like, oh wow, she's like that quiet girl, and she looks so pretty and things, and she's just so cool. But she's over here like, dude, I'm just really shy. Like, I'm so shy, I can't talk. And that's why the can't communicate, because she's so shy, like, her, like, lips and, like, face becomes, like, all, like, So she's, like, can't communicate because, like, she can't open her mouth because she's just, like, stuck with her face. She's, like, mute. And, yeah. So, essentially, manga fans won't shut the fuck up about this. And I read the first 20 chapters of this, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty boring. I'm not here to hate on anything, but this anime, I mean, the manga I didn't really think was anything too special, but then again, I only read the first 20 chapters. I mean, it seemed cute and unique, but it just wasn't really appealing to me. But I'll definitely pick this one back up just just to see it. And who knows, if I like the anime, I may retry the manga. Okay, what is this? The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Oh my gosh, it's an isekai. Nope, I'm just kidding. Oh. When a great assassin is reborn in another world, he finds himself the heir to a long line of killers from the shadows. With both his modern-day knowledge and experience and the special magic and techniques of this new world, he could very well become the most unstoppable assassin in history. It's your typical isekai. I mean, I guess it's not exactly like your typical isekai, since it's like badass, dies, gets reincarnated in a world, becomes another badass. It's like, but it's essentially just badass power fantasy. It's just a power fantasy isekai. I'm probably not gonna watch this one because anything with isekai in it is not good. So yeah, and this actually comes out the same time as Komi-sa. So yeah, I will only watch this if I hear very good things about it, because isekais is just like a term that's like, ooh, I don't really know. 86 Part 2. Okay, so I watched the first 3 episodes of Season 1. I haven't finished it. I thought it was alright. I thought people were overreacting when I watched this, not gonna lie. I thought it was fine. I never finished it, but knowing that there's a Part 2 out, I probably will go back to the first season and finish it. I'm planning on it. I just haven't gone to finish it yet. I watched the first 3 episodes and I thought it was fine. So I'll definitely have to re-pick this up and finish it in 12 days before the new season comes out, or Part 2 of the first season, because everything's broken up into seasons now for some reason. On to the next one. Banished from the hero party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. I can already tell by this thumbnail it's an isekai. I don't even have to read the description. This is an isekai. But let's read it. You aren't really one of us. Unable to join the fighting on the front, the hero's Red is cut and cast out of his adventuring party by the leadership. Man, it was rough going for a while there. Red has no idea how much of a panic his suddenly absence has caused. He has been excitedly working towards the opening of his own little shop not far away. Do you think I could work here too? Lodging provides. Of course, suddenly a former companion and princess is in his home. A fun little herbs business, a filthy home life with a tomboy princess, the unsatisfying hero, wonderful new life is about to begin. So, this feels like an isekai, but it's not. Like, they're already in a fantasy world, so you can't really call it an isekai. But come on, look at this. You can't look at this and tell me this is going to be good. This just looks stupid. It looks like your generic isekai. Man, it's made by Studio Flad. I've never heard of them. I don't really know my studios that well. I only know a couple. Oh wow, this one's made by A1 Pictures. That's actually pretty cool. But whatever. Yeah, I'm, like I said, probably not going to watch this one unless I hear good things. It doesn't have a very appealing concept to it. It doesn't have like a... It just seems like, gosh, there was a show very similar to this, where like they open a drug shop and like fucking... It was an isekai, but instead of like becoming overpowered and things, they just opened a drug shop. It's so stupid. I don't even know what animes have become. Let me guess, light novel? Yep, it's a light novel. Okay. Worlds and Harem. This is interesting. So, if you don't know what Worlds and Harems is, I'm not even going to read this because I can just explain it. Essentially, all the men have been completely wiped out. So, like, off the face of the earth, there was like a disease that like killed them all or something. And I'm not really sure of the plot. I haven't read it yet. I just know the short concept of it. And essentially, this guy who was like frozen in time or something, essentially became like a couple men were like frozen in time, and they're the only surviving men in the world. So all these girls essentially want to repopulate, and they're like, I want a man. So yeah, This one I heard was very, very edgy, if you can even call it. Like, I'm excited to see this just to see, like, the dumpster fire that's about to come from this. Because, like, it did the same thing with, Interspecies Reviewer, where it was just so, like this, I heard this was, like, bordering of hentai and edgy anime. Like, I heard this is, like, it's essentially a hentai, just in an anime season. I doubt this is going to be on anywhere you can watch this very... Never mind, you can watch it on Crunchyroll. Well, fuck, this is probably going to be heavily censored from the source material, because this... They cannot just adapt this. This is going to be a fucking dumpster fire, and I can't wait to see it. Yeah, but there's that. The Faraway Paladin. Okay, let's read the synopsis. In the ruined city of the dead, far from human civilization, lives a single human child named Will. He is raised by 3 undead, Blood the heroic skeleton warriors, Mary the ladylike mummy priestess, and Gus the... Fuck that. Ghost whizzers. The 3 of them teach the boy what they know, and pour their love into him. One day, the boy begins to wonder, who am I, and will uncover the mysteries of the undead hidden in a faraway land. He learns of love and mercy of good gods, as well as the paranormal and madness of evil gods. And once he learns it all, the boy embarks on a path to become a paladin. Okay. This sounds interesting. This could go one or two ways. Like, a concept like this just is very vague. I mean, I know, like, it basically tells you, like, everything, but, like, you don't really know a show like this until you see the characters, the atmosphere. You can't really tell if this is going to be good or not. It's a light novel, so there's that. Children's Playgrounds Entertainment. I have never heard of them. I don't think they've made anything too special. I'll put up on the screen if they have, or if they're a new studio or not. It sounds like it could be interesting. I will definitely check out the first 3 episodes, because, you know, that's the anime rule, first 3 episodes. And hold on, my cat is doing stuff. We're back. Okay, I'm back. So, as I was saying, this feels like it could be good depending on the characters. I mean, yeah, it has, like, that same feeling of an isekai, but it's not really an isekai. But, like, this feels like it could be good and have depth in it. It all just depends on how likable the characters and atmosphere is. Like, you can't really tell from this synopsis alone, but it sounds interesting, and I think it's worth a shot. Next, Platinum End. Wait, I thought this already came out. Wait. Okay, whatever. This is made by the same person that made Death Note, I think. Let's just read the synopsis. I will give you the hope to live. Kagurashi Miura lost his parents in an accident and lives in misery with the relatives who took him. Having lost hope in everything, he jumps off a roof of a building and on the next day of his middle school graduation, but then he meets an angel. Wow, that's a very vague description. Yeah, but I think this is made by the same person that made Death Note, which, if that's the case, it could be really good. I'm pretty sure this already came out. Like, is this like a sequel or something? I'm not sure. I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, but this didn't sound, like, I don't like graphs to something just because if it's a creator, unless I really like the creator. So, I don't know. I'll just have to check it out. If this is the start, if it's already came out, then I'll just see what other, I'll just see, I'm pretty sure this already came out. I'm not sure. But either way, this didn't look very appealing to me when I saw the trailer. I mean, it looked interesting. I'll check it out just because it's the creator of Death Note, I guess. Like, I'll check out the first 3 episodes, see what I think, and decide my thoughts from there. Mieruko-chan. So, a normal girl was living a normal life until she wasn't. Okay? One day she could see everything. What's a girl to do with horrendous monsters appear no matter which way she turns? And on top of that, no one else can see them. Obviously, there's only one thing that makes sense. Ignore them. Kinda hard to put theories into practice, though. when the ghost knows she's watching. Okay. So, what genre? Comedy, horror, supernatural. Okay. That's an interesting combination. You don't see comedy and horror often. I imagine, like, usually when you see those two, usually it's more on the comedy side. This reminds me of a Shonen Jump manga that came out. Fuck, what was it called? I'll put it up on the screen right now because I'll probably find it, but it's like, essentially, this little girl just pretends she can't see these ghost things, I guess, and that could be really good, I guess. Or it could be really bad, like everything, but I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Like, I'll definitely check this out. I think I've heard of this before. I think I've heard it was, I think I heard it was very funny, which definitely interests me. I've heard people getting hyped over this. I heard people saying it was good. So, I'll definitely check this one out just because everyone is saying it's good, so, yeah. Okay, do I even want to read this? Let's be honest. Like, I'm not gonna watch. I can almost just tell by the cover. Okay, let's Taka OP Destiny. I love this art style. This looks really good. This is made by Mappa and Madhouse. Oh my gosh, that's a beast of a. If you don't know, Mappa made the Attack on Titan and I think Dora. I love this art style right here. And then Madhouse, they made things like Hunter x Hunter and the first season of One Punch Man, if I'm correct. So, two beasts of studios right here. Let's read the description. The world's completely changed when it was struck by a black meteor which produced grotesque monsters called D2 that have overrun the land and its people. D2 very quickly banned all music, which was the one thing able to overcome them. But there are people who resist the D2 they are young women who hold the power of music, the musicians with the guardians of the conductor. These young women use the greatest music scores in human history to defeat the monsters. This anime takes place in America in the year 2047, which has fallen to ruin thanks to D2 Taki. A conductor is partnered with a musician named Destiny. Taki yearns for music to be returned to the world, and Destiny wishes to destroy the D2s. Their aim is to travel to New York. Okay. What the fuck was that concept? They battle monsters with music? Well, hold up. This sounds dope as fuck. Like, oh my gosh, I love like weird concepts like this and stuff. I'm really excited to see how this turns out, especially considering it's made by Mappa and Madhouse, which are two powerhouse studios, so you already know the animation's gonna be banging. What's this? A mixed media project. Ooh, you don't see those very often. What the hell even is that? But this is definitely interesting. I am excited for this. I'm definitely going to watch the first 3 episodes of this. It sounds very interesting. Okay, there were some technical difficulties there, so we're back. We're going to continue on this list. Wait, how many are there? I'm probably not going to read all of them, but yeah, I'll do a couple more. It doesn't seem too bad. So we were right here. My senpai is annoying. Okay, I think I've heard people talking about this. I'm not sure. Let's read the description. Igarashi is a hard-working young office lady. Taki, the senpai above her at work, annoys her constantly, and yet she finds herself growing closer to him every day. It is filled with comic mishaps and romantic moments as Igarashi tries to balance work, life, and love. Okay, so I imagine this is Igarashi, and then this is Takede. I'm not really good at reading Japanese names, if you couldn't tell, but yeah, it just seems like a romance with like it seems like Wakanoto. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know the English translation of it, but like it's where they were all in an office, and like there was 4 people: a girl with like pink hair, a girl with like green hair, and then like a guy with blue hair and a guy with orange hair, I think. I'll pop up a picture. You probably know what I'm talking about if you've been in the anime community for a while. And this seems very similar to that, except they're not all otakus. It's an office space romance, and I heard good things about the manga, I think, and I think people are really excited for this. So yeah, I'll definitely check out. Wait, is it source 7 Seas Entertainment by Doggo Kobe? Or yeah. Yeah, definitely check this one out. Restaurant to Another World 2? Nope. World Trigger Season 3. I've never seen World Trigger. I've always when looking on the Shonen Jump app, I always see World Trigger and I'm always like, I'm gonna read that one of these days, but I've never gone around to it. So yeah, I will not be checking this out. If I do anything, I'll probably read the manga rather than the anime, just because I think that would be easier for me, and I would have, and that takes less time, so, yeah. If you like World Triggers, good for you. It's made by Toei Animations, which, they're pretty good. Up next. Blue Period. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So, this I've actually read the manga to, up to date, or pretty close to up to date. I haven't read, the most recent, 10 or 20 chapters, but, I'm pretty up to date, and let me say, this manga is really good. Yeah. If you don't know what this is about, this guy who just joined his art class just because he was it's an easy A, blah, blah, blah. He takes one project seriously, and he starts becoming more and more involved with art. It's a really good show, in my opinion. Well, not show, manga. And I'm really excited to see how they'll adapt it. I think the manga art is really good, so I think it'll be a really hard thing to adapt. But I think this is going to be one of the bigger shows this season. I am pretty confident. Look out for this show. Trust me, this show is good. And it only comes out in 4 days. So check out at least the first 3 episodes. It's really good. Trust me on this one. Okay, so this right here this is going to be the last line right here that I'm going to do. So, ranking of king. So, Boji is a deaf prince who lacks power and sword building abilities. He's also the heir to the throne, and he has high hopes for the future. After finding a friend in the shadows, Kanj Boji sets off his grand adventure to become the greatest king the world has ever seen. Wow, that's another really vague... It's made by Wit Studio. Oh my god. They're making something like this. I'm probably going to watch this, or watch the first 3 episodes alone, because of Wit Studios, but seeing that art style does not make me hopeful. It does not look very entertaining. It looks like a children's show, if I'm going to be honest. It looks like a fucking children. But looks can be deceiving. Take Made into Abyss and Madoki Magica, for example. So, who knows? It could be something like that. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, actually. And, the studio, and it's adventure fantasy. Those are also very vague genres. It's gonna be on Funimation, so I'll definitely check out the first 3 episodes. The Vampire Dies in No Time. It's made by Madhouse. Wait, this is the second anime Madhouse has made. Yeah, they're also making that. So yeah, Madhouse. I think they have the most animes this season. I'm not sure. The Vampire Dies in No Time. Set in modern Japan, this story of vampire hunter Ronaldo, who enters the castle of Dracula, the immortal father of the vampire kind. Dracula, however, is actually the weakest vampire of them all, and he is consistently dies and turns to ash. The missing children have already killed him several times and destroyed his castle too. So he goes to live with Ronaldo in his office in Shinjo-maka. Dracula and Ronaldo work together to solve vampire-related incidents all over the world. Over Japan, but Dracula always dies at the worst moments. Okay, this is, I imagine, comedy, yeah. This actually sounds this sounds like it could be very amusing. Is this a slice of life? No, it's not. If you've ever seen Devil is a Part-Timer, it kind of sounds like that, not gonna lie. It has a very similar concept, there's, powerful evil guy turns into things, and, yeah, turns into basically a modern worker. So I'll definitely check this one out. It's on... Hold up. It's on... Okay, it doesn't say what it's on. But I'll definitely be checking this one out. It seems interesting enough to at least give the first episode a try. Maybe not all three, but the first episode I will definitely give a shot. Tai Shuho Otama Fairy Tale. The setting is the Tashiho era. Tamako, a young man who disappointed his parents after losing his right hand. Well, I don't really think that's his problem. In an accident, is forced to move out of his home under the guise of rehabilitation. Resentful of everything in life, he becomes withdrawn and pessimistic when one day a woman named Yuzuki knocks on his door. She claims she's been sent there by his father to be his bride. The beginning of Toshio love story in Japan 100 years ago. Okay. This sounds like it's like based on an old tale of Japan. I'm not sure. It just has that feeling. Maybe it is. I'll fact check that, but because it also has the historical thing, probably because it takes place in the Toshio era. It's a comedy slice of life made by Synergy SP. Not sure what else they've made. I'll pop it up on the screen if they made anything else. The setting, yeah. I mean, this just seems like a romance. Like, I probably won't check this out unless I hear people talking about it. It doesn't seem anything too special or unique. It just seems like your typical romance. So, yeah. And that's gonna be it for this fall 2021 anime season. That's what I'm gonna be watching. If you saw anything that you're watching or anything else I didn't say, put it in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and yeah, pretty fun video. Bye.